Hello and welcome. My name is Shasta Roberts, and welcome to my book club where we read my book, Stronger Than Your Excuses. I am so excited today because we are reading The Last Excuse. So the book is broken up into 3 parts. First, it is 15 excuses. Then it is part 2 is 6 reasons why I left. And then part 3 is the 6 steps after I left and what happened then. So I'm so excited. It's our last excuse this week, and let's get started. It is excuse number 15. It will be hard to start over. Okay. Starting over is no small feat with anything. It means all my hard work, blood, sweat, and tears poured into my marriage is null and void. I know I cannot grow without failure. I just didn't want my marriage to be the failure I learned to grow from. When I married my husband, I was barely 21 years old. I was barely legal to drink by only 2 months. I was a baby and did not know what I really wanted my life to become. I thought I knew then, but my idea of life is not the same today as it was when I got hitched. I'm not in my 20s anymore, and my body is now filled with stretch marks from carrying 3 babies. My life revolves around taking my kids to school and their sports, not planning the next weekend out drinking. I'm a different person from the last time I dated anyone. Although I would like to think I would be a better date now, I'm more confident and have grown enough to enjoy an adult conversation. I know who I am now. I hate to say I didn't know who I was when I got married, but really, I didn't. All of my wants and needs have changed. Activities and hobbies I like to participate in have changed as well. I'm not sure if it's a good or bad part, but I'm not sad that I have changed. I finally believe in myself, and I'm not letting excuses from past life events control my future. I won't let myself get caught up in anything that is not part of my life dreams anymore. I'm not backing down on who I am and who I have become because I like her. I cannot say I regret the past because it has brought me here and molded me into who I am today. Without these hard 10 years, I would not have been gifted with my present life. I would have changed even if I had the most amazing marriage the past 10 years. But I would not have changed into the same me. I've had all this time to become me. I'm the person I want to be now more than I ever have been in my life. That is something that will not be changing. The fact that I'm self-assured doesn't mean I'm unwilling to compromise. It just means it might be harder to move on with someone else. I'm not as forgiving of faults as I have been in the past. But at the same time, I am more open with communication around my feelings than I have ever been. The thing is, I can never really start over. There's no go back to start in life. I can simply press a reset on certain things in my life. Not everything will reset though. I will still have my past experiences behind me, and those will affect the future path I choose. No matter the situation, life is my teacher. I learn things along the way. I'm a different person year to year, by far different decade to decade. Whether I'm trying to change or not, life is an ongoing classroom. If I'm lucky, I get to enter another day. I might have the same classmates and routine, but the lesson taught changes day to day. I'm the person looking for the good lessons in life. I want to look at the world as how it is working for me and not against me. I want to figure out how to come out on top and not get dragged under. Simple events or situations could drag me under more than bigger ones. It's how I choose to accept these teachings and then enter the classroom the next day that makes the difference. Not being able to unknow what I already know from the days past. Those are the days where I'm changed, hopefully for the better. Whether for the better or for the worse is all up to me. I choose every action I take in my life. I might not always get to choose what happens, but I get to choose how I react to it. My reactions may not always be what I envision they should be, but I learn from it and know next time I want to be on the other side of the line that I was. I want to make life happen for me and stop swimming against it. I want to learn to swim and ride the waves. No one will have the same life as me. No matter how close it can look to another's life, my actions are not their actions. No one knows what goes on behind the closed doors of our lives, literally or figuratively. I'm thankful I have a couple people I can be open to. People who may not be going through the same things, but can be an open ear. Everyone needs that. I do not believe we are made to keep a disguise around us. It tears us down more than anything could. Someone needs to be let in. If it's not a friend, then there are reasons people see therapists. If I disguise myself, I'm not living the life I want. I cannot go back, but I do have to look ahead. I want to be opened and live life outside the closet I've been living in. Yes, people will know how I feel and how life has thrown me a blow. Not everyone needed to know until I was ready, though. Other people helped take that blow with me and helped it feel less scary. It's not a start over, it's just a refresh on a part of my life. One day I can look back and see how strong I was for getting through this. Not everyone does or can or even wants to. Decisions in life cannot be undone once made. That decision will always be a part of my past. Sometimes I can go back, but each scenario is different. I'm not sure I can go back once I make my decision to leave, though. It all does not depend solely on my choice. I'm not the only one in the equation. Decisions can be mine, but also depend on other people's decisions too. My yes might be contingent on someone else saying yes. That goes for no's too. Nonetheless, I am still the one that gets to make the decision, but I don't get to choose the outcome. I can have hope for the outcome, but the outcome will always have other factors that go into it, factors of which I cannot control. The point in life is to live it. It is to answer the questions and take the road I want to take. It might not lead down the path I was hoping for, but I was able to make the decision I wanted. Something might surprise me and work out for better than I think. In Beauty and the Beast, Belle finds herself venturing down an unbeaten, dark, scary path to find her father. At one point, she's chased by wolves and unsure if she will make it through. After she makes it to the castle, she is held as a prisoner and locked away. Although the journey to the castle was not the easiest, it is the path that led to Belle's salvation. She was an outsider and felt she didn't belong anywhere. Not until she understood the beast did she then find where she was meant to be. Here I stand at the crossroad. My option is to fight for my marriage or leave my marriage. It is not an easy decision, and it is one that cannot be made lightly. There is a list of things that would have to be reset in my life. My love life, to start with. My finances would be as well. It's not a complete reset on those, though. I will not let myself be kicked back into the mud I was in prior to marriage. I wouldn't have to reset all my children. They are still mine and I get to keep them. That is not all a loss. It would be a change that is for sure. Life is about change and adapting to each change, though. I'm adaptable. I've gone through many changes throughout my life, both in and out of my marriage. I seem to get through all of those just fine. This change shouldn't be any different. It would only be a problem if I made it a problem. I get to choose how to see this work for me or against me. It is a lot harder to see it working for me. It's not always easy to see the positive aspects happening every day in my life. But if I look for them, I find them. There are always positives in every situation. I must keep looking for them until they appear. The problem is, it might take a long time before that bright, better side is seen. The saying is, good things come to those who wait. I just don't know how long the wait will be. We live in a fast-moving world, and I'm already an impatient person. It's hard to jump in when I feel blindfolded. I'm not a person who loves to be alone. I love my share of quiet, peaceful time, but a home is not a home unless it is filled with love. I have 3 kids who help fill my home with love. They always love to be there with me, but one day they do have to spread their wings and fly. One day I will have an empty nest. My home will no longer be filled with my kids. I don't want to live it by myself. That is not the person I am or want to be. I want someone to grow old with me in our home. One of the hardest parts in life is to find love. Find love for yourself and for others. To find someone who you love and they love you in return. There are 6 billion people on the planet, and this is still one of the hardest things in life to do. Finding love after one failed marriage is statistically against me. Nothing is guaranteed in life. At no point can I turn and go back, ever. I can reset for sure, but I cannot fully start over. Each choice I make, I need to think about and hopefully not make a rash decision. Those rash decisions are usually what gets me in trouble. When I really step back and think about a decision before I make it, I might not end up making the same decision. Stopping and thinking about it can change my mind. This is a choice which needs to be stepped back and thought about. Resetting my love life is not a small choice. It is a big one that may never be changed once it is made. Maybe it could. Maybe I would feel different with time and space. That decision would rely on his decision to move on or not. Whether he wanted me back after everything that will happen. This decision needs proper time to think about. I don't know how long that is, but I'm not ready to make it now. I do know I am willing to wait for the right answer to come to me. I wish I could just make that happen, but at this point, there are so many what ifs. I'm not ready to gamble them all. I need to wait to see how everything plays out, and when my head is clear with the perfectly right decision, I will act on it. All right, that is the end of part 1 of the book. I am so excited to get into part 2 because I gave up all 15 of those excuses that I had told myself for the greater part of 10 years of my marriage of why I had to stay. And I am so excited to talk about the reasons I overcame those excuses and eventually did leave my marriage, which led me to here. So I will see you guys next week for another chapter of our book club. My book, Stronger Than Your Excuses. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.